Oh, whoops, I forgot to bring the chat with me. Oh, whoops. 1 second. Whoops. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, like, chat is the chat box that I made is still broken because I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, this is like the first time I've actually turned on my PC. This is the first time that I've actually turned on my PC in like ever since this Monday. Ever since this Monday, and it's I'm so tired, bros. I hate working. I haven't been able to do anything that I want. Stop telling me to wake up. You wake up. I'm awake, okay? Okay? We get it. I'm just an entertainment machine to you. We get it. You don't care about me at all. Where? I'm not allowed to be tired because I'm Neg Nass. Where? Gotta make sure you never wake up ever again. Gotta throw a rock at you. Sorry. I got mad because you kept telling me to wake up. Why don't you wake up, huh? I'm allowed to be tired. I'll get used to it. Yeah, sorry. I got a little bit mad. Yeah, sorry. I got a little bit mad. It is just I'm so tired, bro. I'm so tired. Wake up, then. You wake up. Man, you wake up. Yeah, 2-hour commute both ways is hellish. Yeah, it really is. It really is. No, people didn't steal my lunch money. It's just like I became a wagey. I became a wagey, okay? And I know, it's like a first world problem, okay? It's a first world problem where everyone has a job, where I can't just stay, where? Did I just get home or did I get, I literally just got home! I've been outside for like 12 hours a day. I hate this. I got home at 11. What do you mean? It's 9 p.m. Wake up still. I'm gonna ban you if you keep telling me to wake up, you know? And no more nice Neg Nass. Neg Nass is not nice anymore. Neg Nass is not gonna be nice anymore. If you guys keep telling me to wake up, I'm gonna ban you, okay? I now understand how Jory does it. How she's so firm with everybody. It's because she doesn't have she's a working adult. She has no energy. She has no energy to be nice to people who's mean to her. Yeah, I didn't want to switch the stream start back because I told you guys that I would stream. You know, I told you guys that I would stream. But also I don't want to. Yeah. Welcome to being too tired to deal with shit. Yeah. It's not necessarily no energy, but values the time way more. Yeah, that's true. I think it's like how do I put it, right? Before I had a job, I was like more understanding of people being mean to me on stream, and now I'm like, fuck you! I work a 9 to 5, and I come back to you being mean to me. Gonna throw a rocket. But although I will say, wake up isn't being mean. Telling me to wake up isn't being mean. It hasn't even been a week. It really hasn't, bro. It really hasn't been a week. I don't know. I gotta wake up, get on the grind set. Gonna kill someone. You work at 7 to 5:30 p.m. Man, thank you for the. You weren't even following. I should have killed you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. I'm mad now. I'm cranky. Yeah. Yeah! 2026 is my anger arc! 2026 is my anger arc. Imagine having a job. Hello, hi Songin Star. Hello, I'm mad now. I'm Chris. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad Neg Nasu now. I'm mad Nasu. I'm angry Nasu. Am I still getting poop cramps by the way? Yes! Yes! The best part of it is if I'm in a client-facing role, they make unreasonable requests of you, so you're stuck between losing the client or losing your sanity. Is the work hard? Bruh, the work isn't hard. It's the fact that I have to be in the office. Okay, listen bros. Let me tell you. I wake up at 6 a.m. and then I have to commute for 2 fucking hours to get to the office. And then I sit in the office air is cold and it's dry and I have to talk to people. I have to be visible to people and it sucks because someone will randomly talk to me and I'll have to be like, oh yeah, hello, hi, my name is Neg Nasu, hi, oh lovely day, is it Jennifer from HR? Yes, yes, and the worst thing is people just talk to you about the most boring shit. People talk to you about the most boring shit. And yeah, being a productive, yeah. People talk to you about the most boring shit and I'm like, great, thanks. Can I please get back to back to my work? And then I'm like, oh yeah, and then they're like, oh, but wait, before you go, and then they say more. Have I made any new friends though? I guess I have, yeah, maybe. Is anyone forcing me to put on a fake smile? Maybe I could just not. Yeah, but like, yeah. Yeah. Is that 4 hours traveling each workday? Yeah. That's 4 hours of traveling each workday. Yeah. And the bus drivers, they suck. I had to travel 2 hours by bus and they all suck. And I was on the verge of throwing up. Every single time I'm on the bus, bro. Do I thank yes, I do! I do thank the bus drivers, even though they don't deserve to be thanked by me, because thank you for nothing. I legitimately threw up after I got off the bus today. Why throwing up motion sick? Yes! And also because they don't... Listen. Now, I may still be on my loser license, but these bus drivers, they drive too aggressively, and it's so bad. They're like it's like they step on the accelerator and they drive like really fast for like 1 second, and then they stop, and then they drive really fast 1 second, and then they stop, and then they drive really fast 1 second, and then they stop, and then we go woo, and they bring it around the town. Yeah. They suck. Oh man, it feels so good to be able to do this again. Hi everybody. I missed you so much, bros. I missed everyone so much, bros. I could cry. You know, let me tell you, bros. This is only my 3rd day. This is only my 3rd day at work, okay? This is only my... I have a job? Yeah, I do. YouTube chat not appearing on screen? Eh? Why? I thought I set that up. Did it? Oh, it killed itself. Haha, just like... Nope. Do not make those jokes, Neg Nasu. That does... No matter how mad you are, you cannot make those jokes. This is bad. It's bad. You're not... Do not make those jokes. It's bad. It killed... It decided to terminate itself like I'm about to terminate everybody else around me. Yeah, you're getting your watch streak up, not your funny up. Yeah. Good. In Minecraft, right? Yeah, of course in Minecraft. I'm gonna throw TNT blocks at everybody. TNT. Pow, 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 pow. Hi. Only moderately better. Yeah, only moderately better. Okay, I'm sorry, bros. To everybody wondering if I'm usually like this, this is the new normal now. Actually, no, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be angry, Natsu, bros. I don't want to be angry. Hey, am I any different from usual? Am I any different from usual? You know what I'm afraid of, bros? I'm afraid of changing. I don't want to be different. I want to stay the same. Yeah, I'm more hyper. I'm not hyper. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel of how tired I am. I don't like the wagey life. I don't like the wagey life, bros. I don't like the wagey life. It sucks. Do. I died. I'm dead. Someone get the defibrillator. I died. Put little X's on my eyes, cause I'm dead. Hopefully it'll be less frustrating when training's over and my dev environment is set up. Yes. I just don't want to go into the office so much, you know. I hate being in the office. I hate being in the office, bros. Like, listen. Oh, listen. I thought that I was okay. All right. I thought that I was. Yes, it is. It's an office job. Yes, it is. Tell you guys what, bro. Is it hybrid or remote after training? It depends. Because I'm not even allowed to talk about my job. Pee-pee poo fart. I've got a sensitive job and I'm not allowed to talk about pee-pee poo fart. Sorry, well, getting a home position is gonna be a little hard because let me put it this way. I'm an engineer. Yeah, I'm an engineer, and I make big robots. Okay, I'm an engineer that makes big robots for the Federation that fights Xeon. Yeah. I'm an Earth Federation engineer, and I build mobile suits. Yeah, let's put it that way. Yeah. And while the job is interesting and fun, I hate having to talk to people. I wasn't supposed to tell you about it. Well, you know, as long as you don't tell the Federation, I'll be fine. Yeah, as long as you don't tell the Federation, I'll be fine. Yeah. No. You see, I can't spill any Earth Federation secrets about the Gundams, okay? I do like talking to you, okay? But the thing is, I am literally going to get taken out back and shot if I tell you any more about the job. Like, technically, I just like committed a big no-no, because I told you that I build the big robots, yeah. Wait. Was that already too much? Was that already saying too much? Maybe just stop there and pick a different topic. Fuck. Wait, really? Saying anything is too much. Really? Even if it's a Gundam metaphor? Okay. I build scarecrows. I'm a farmer. I make scarecrows. I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer. And I build tractors for farms. Yeah. I'm a farmer. I I drive tractors, and I'm on a farm, and I talk to chickens, and sprinklers that go and when the I'm a farmer. I till the hills, and sometimes the chickens get mad at you. So we're gonna see that you use your tractor. Like the I'm a doctor. I give children medicine for their headaches. I'm not a doctor of tractors. I'm a doctor of windmills. Actually, what medicine? The kind that makes their head go from ooh to woo. Why am I making things up? Just say nothing. Pretending to be a doctor is a crime! Okay, you know what? I have a very office job. And in the office job, I give office things to office people. And the office people say, good job. And I say, ding dong. And I press the button. That makes the office people say, good job. Yeah. Sidetrack idea. Imagine is all the Neg Pals have their own Neg Pal mechs and we all combine to be Tengen Toppagu and Lagan Neg Pal. Oh, cute! Oh! I like that. Yeah. You had a job with secrecy clause, for instance. You could say in general what you did without mentioning particular people, place, or facts. No. Okay, look, I'm not gonna get fired for saying what I did, but like, I'm not gonna get fired for saying what I just said, but it's mostly for my own OPSEC's sake, okay? My own OPSEC's sake, which really sucks, bros, because like, I treat you guys like you guys are my friends. Yeah, I treat you guys like you guys are my friends, but then you guys are my friends, but you're my friends in public, and I can only talk to you using a big megaphone that goes right? I can only talk to you like this. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't talk to you. Wait, no, I can trust you. Yeah, but there might be non-friends lurking, which is bad. Which is very bad. Yeah. Marzinator, thank you for the following. Welcome. 90 for friends, 10% weirdos. 10% is quite a big percentage. 10% is quite a big percentage. Yeah. If you need clearance for a job, you shouldn't talk about needing clearance in public. Whoever said that I need clearance? I never said that. I never said that I needed clearance. All I said was that I have an NDA, and most jobs have NDAs. Yeah, and you know what the N in NDA stands for? It's Neg Nass. The N in NDA stands for Neg Nass. And the D stands for dick, and the A stands for agriculture. Neg Nass dick agriculture. You know what dick agriculture is when you put the seed it's when you put the seed packets up your dick and then you piss on the fields and that's how you plant the crops. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. How much sleep did I get? I didn't get very much sleep. Listen, bros. I promise you I will be okay. I promise you I will be okay. Oh my god. You know, this is Neg Nas's moment of learning that having a job is difficult. You know, someone should like clip this, make a highlight called VTuber gets a job and freaks out real. Yeah, it really is. I think like the the main thing about this job really is the long commute time. Yeah, it's the commute time. Like, I spend 4 hours on public transport, and get this right, it's not even 4 hours, because unfortunately in my city, public transport isn't very reliable, and sometimes a lot of things are late a lot of the time. In the morning it's more reliable, but then coming home from work, it actually took 2.5 hours today. Like, this is... Yeah, 4 hours on the road when susceptible to motion sickness is what you call unsustainable. Exactly. And like, okay. Being less silly for a moment. Like, today's the 3rd day of having this job, right? And on the 1st and 2nd days, I basically came home and like cried for like an hour each day because I was just so tired, you know. Yeah, and I felt like so lonely, you know. I felt so lonely because it felt like I was losing who I am as a person. and it felt like whoever that person was that was in the office and talking to everybody, that was a stranger. Using my body and using my mouth to say things that I don't mean. I miss you guys so much, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna survive in the world, bros. I thought I was gonna be okay, but I'm not okay. I thought I was gonna be okay, but I'm not okay. And I know that this is like such a non-issue. But the one guy at work who's like the closest thing to a friend that I have, he's so boring. He keeps talking about the most boring things. And I just want to be left alone. I know, it's so mean of me. It's so mean. It's so mean, but it's also a reason why I'm crying. Because it's so tiring. Actually, it's really Actually, it's really funny. Actually, it's really funny. Like, I'm imagining someone else crying at me about, legitimately crying about how boring a guy is. about random crap back? Because I have no random crap that I wish to talk to him about. Being about to literally bore someone to tears is... Okay, honestly, it's because I feel like I can't say please stop talking. Maybe that guy's also masking his true personality and he goes home and cries about me being boring. Maybe. Yeah, that's how you make friends. You have to willingly be vulnerable with someone. But being vulnerable means that I have to share this with them, and I don't want... How old is that guy? I feel like he's like a bit younger than me. Yeah, he's a bit younger than me. He gives... I don't know. He gives younger than me vibes because he's like the other guy that started at the same time as me. Hi, Lucky. Good evening. How am I feeling? Hope I don't stay up too late. I hope not too. Remember when meeting new colleagues, people will test the ground with mundane topics. Takes a while to get to know your work besties. The thing is, he did share his hobby. He likes drones. He likes drones. And he even shared like videos of him flying his drone and getting it stuck in a tree. And that was the most interesting thing that he said. And that's it. You have a drone coworker. Yeah. Like, okay. I say this not to be mean to him, okay? Yeah, I say this not to be mean to him. I genuinely don't want to be mean to him. Like, I think he is just a chatty, friendly guy. Like, he is a chatty, friendly guy, and he, like, talks to everybody in the office. Like, if he's able to talk to somebody for ages, like, he will just talk to them for ages, right? Yeah, he will talk to them for ages. And so, like, I'm not crying about him because he's boring, okay? I'm crying about him because he takes up social energy, man. Imagine if the guy's here, now he knows everything. No! You cannot tell him. Just say I'm a VTuber so I can share this side of my personality. No, look, I'm very slowly sharing that side of my personality, okay? I'm very slowly sharing the unhinged side of my personality. I did the 6-7 today. And the thing is, like, okay, genuinely though, the thing is, like, I'm not even masking that much. I'm not even masking that much at the office, right? The thing is, I'm not even masking that much because, listen. A lot of people in my department, like, we are literally devs, okay? A lot of people in my dev department, I'm pretty sure we're all neurodivergent in some way. Like we are all neurodivergent. Listen, let me tell you about my favorite guy that I met. He's like some old dude, but like he's a pretty epic old dude, okay? So this old dude is the guy that I'm gonna be working under with Unreal Engine, right? Actually, it should be fun. Wait, actually, what? Why am I getting touchy about it? Like, my job is basically game dev. I'm just a game dev, actually. Yeah. Wait, like, the more I think about it, I'm like, why did I overcomplicate things? I'm literally just a game dev with NDAs that I cannot share about how cool the game is. What the? Basically, that's the problem. No. I am a game dev. Like, when I got hired, I was literally addressed as, oh, hey, you're the game dev person. It is game dev. Like, I come home, I talk about my job, and my parents are like, oh yeah, game dev. You've always wanted to do game dev. Yeah. But like, yeah, I cannot talk about the game. I cannot talk about the company. I cannot talk about anything about the game except for the fact that I make it in Unreal Engine because you will hear me complain. You will hear me complain about Unreal Engine in the coming days. Yeah. Something new you learned. How's the wagey cage go for me? Please optimize it. I will do my best to optimize it. Like, I've seen them... Am I allowed to say this? I've seen them test it. And like, it chugged like crazy. The combination of the two things I just described might be too much info. Gotta nuke the VOD. I have to nuke the VOD. Don't I? Is it UE5 or 4? UE5. UE. Haha. Chucking a UE. You guys know what chucking a UE means in Australia? Chucking a UE means taking a U-turn. You know, Unreal Engine, I looked up the docs. It's basically not C++. It's literally its own thing. Like, if you try to do things in Unreal Engine the C++ way, it will complain at you. You have to do things the Unreal Engine way because it's like under so many layers of abstraction. Probably safer to nuke the VOD. How about this? How about this? I will nuke the VOD on Twitch. The YouTube VOD stays up, and I will cut out the part at the beginning. How about that? You think that's just all real C++? It is all real C++, but like, you know how with C++ you do like standard out and sout and sin and whatever, right? You're not supposed to do that with Unreal Engine because it will complain at you. Twitch chat loves selling Panic. No. This time I'm pretty sure I'm not fine. I'm pretty sure it's not fine. Yeah. But I will keep the part of the VOD where I'm crying about the guy being boring. That part stays. If I'm second guessing myself for a job I just started, just play it safe. Yeah. I mean, okay, look. Okay, here's the thing, right? Like, keep the penis farm part. You know, the penis farm part, I feel like lots of people want it gone. But I gotta say, I feel like that takes like one of the top rankings for some of the most uniquely awful things I've said. You're planning to make a game and you're thinking about using Unreal Engine? Rembo, avoid Unreal Engine. Use either Unity or Godot or Game Maker or literally anything else. Yeah. I've basically used like, I haven't used Unreal Engine yet, but once I pick up Unreal Engine for this job, I would have basically like have experience in all of the major game dev engines. So like I will be able to give you comparisons. Do they know I'm a VTuber? They do not. Hi Lucia, good evening, welcome. They were indeed words that came out of my mouth hole formed by the shape of my mouth, tongue, teeth, and vibration of throat chords. Yeah, I would also avoid Unity if possible, yeah. But then again, I am a huge Godot shell. So like, it's what it's, right? Do they know what a VTuber is? They're software devs. And game devs. Of course they know what a VTuber is. Let me tell you, bros. So when I told you guys that I am not even I'm probably not even the most autistic person in the office, right? Like, I work at a game company, yes. Yeah. You recently realized that there is no legal way to license the engine you'd like to use. The closest legal is asking Nexon for help. Nexon? Jesus Christ! I mean, like, I feel like having no legal way to use your favorite engine is very you, though, Nosville. You hear Godot is hard to port to console. It's because it doesn't have lots of support yet, but Godot is very, very, very open source. So that's why in a sense, it's also very reliable. Godot is also very reliable in that way as well. Because if there ever comes a way to port it to console, that would be incredibly modular. So do keep your eyes open for that. How am I liking work? How am I liking work? Pee-pee poo fart! That's how much I like work! Yeah. Hi. Should be illegal to work in game dev and be neurotypical. Yeah. Because console devs don't want to spill their secrets to the public. Honestly, yeah. You feel like the commute's making this much worse than it ought to be. Genuinely, yes. Genuinely, yes. The worst thing is, like, I'm gonna have to work with, like, gaming peripherals, eventually. So, like, I'm gonna have to go into the office to test game with those as well. But I technically can try to get away with whatever I can. They issued me a Kinect. No, they didn't issue me a Kinect. It's in the office. I don't have the permission to bring that home. Like, they've got VR headsets at the office. Yeah, basically. Okay, no, it's not a Kinect, but, like, we've got VR headsets at the office. And I was, like, joking about, like, hey, if you guys ever want to throw these out, can I just take them home? And legitimately, the answer is yes. The answer is legitimately yes. Like, if they're gonna throw out any of their, like, peripherals, like VR headsets or, like, controllers and stuff, I am allowed to take them home if they're gonna throw them out. It's just I have to fight everybody else in the office for it. If I get the Steam frame, I gotta leak that. No. If I leak that to you, I will literally get sued and they will send a hitman to kill me in the night. For legal purposes, that last part was a joke. That's pretty typical. If you have parts no one's using, it just disappears from your warehouse. It's okay, first week is usually horrible, so is the second week and the third and several months after and several years later. Please, Lucia, please! I'm 3 for 3 now, bros, of, like, coming home and then just crying immediately. Most jobs do that. You got yourself some DDR3 RAMs from Office PCs that threw them out at the end of support for Win 10. And you know, the fun part is, the work laptop that I was issued because I have to run frickin' Unreal Engine on it. The work laptop that I got issued is, it's worth more than my PC. I mean, to nobody's surprise, right? Because my gaming PC right now is barely a gaming PC. And then when my manager was handing me the laptop, like he looked me in the eye and was like, "Don't drop this! Don't drop it!" And I was just shaking. I was just shaking because this is an expensive ass laptop. Please, sir. Just remember, you won't be comfortable at work until you know where the staples are kept. Tiny woman handed big laptop. My laptop does have RAM in it. It does have RAM. It has at least 2 digits of RAM. Giving devs a decent laptop is basically an insignificant cost compared to paying a salary. What are the laptop specs, if I don't mind? Okay, so it only has 32 gigs of RAM. I say only, but that's quite a bit, right? And I forgot about I forgot the other specs. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. But yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm workstation grade GPU or gamer grade GPU. Ooh, it's gamer grade. It is gamer grade. I mean, consider this, right? I have to work in Unreal Engine, and I'm making a VR game. I am making a VR game, so like it has to be gamer grade. Gamer grade GPU on a laptop, they can do that. Yeah, they can do that. Will it be a good VR game? I feel like I'm not allowed to answer that question. I'm not allowed to answer that question. When that game comes out, You will see. When that game comes out, you will see. Yeah, probably best to avoid any specifics. Yeah. It will be a game, but you won't see. Yeah. I mean, if the game gets cancelled for whatever reason, or like if the project gets cancelled for whatever reason, which is like not unheard of, then you will not see, you know. Oh yeah, no, wait, you won't see. You won't see me mention anything about it. Yeah. Is VR a viable market? You're not well versed in the VR space. I think VR, okay, this is my personal opinion, right? VR is a very... It was a bubble, I think, like back when VR first came out and became really hot. But now I feel like VR is more like a niche, right? VR is definitely not for everybody. Yeah, VR will grow once it's affordable, but I feel like right now VR fidelity is still a little bit low. Yeah, basically. The only reason I got a VR headset was to do my thesis, right? And it turned out, you know, having experience developing a VR game for my thesis turns out to lead you to being a VR game dev. Who would have thunk it? We're in a plateau for it right now till tech becomes a bit more affordable, which brings in more money. That will bring in more R&D, at least ideally, right? Also, AI sucking up corporate resources, because of course it is. Actually, there's one thing I like about my current corpo is that... Well, a VTuber saying, one thing I like about my current corpo... By the way, not a corpo VTuber. Am a corpo, but not VTuber corpo. But yeah, one thing I do respect is that they are very anti-generative AI, and it's very refreshing. It is very, very, very refreshing, and they're very like on top of all the legal things regarding like if you do use generative AI, like you have to submit an entire freaking report about what you input, how you edited it, and basically everything, and then you have to like get that approved, right? So it's a very, very, very anti-AI corporate scene, which I do respect a lot. And you know in the job interview, they asked me, like, he freaking asked me, like, what are your thoughts on AI, right? Like, how do you use AI? And then I was like point blank, very, very honest to them. I was very point blank, very honest. Like, I don't really use it. I don't like it. I don't use it. I think it's intellectual theft. I don't like it. And then they're like, huh, interesting. And at that moment, I was like, fuck. I probably shouldn't have said that. Fuck. I'm not gonna get hired. But apparently, the way that I answered might have actually been the reason I got hired. Yeah, better to be honest than not, right? Yeah. Speaking of AI, they're using AI to read the news now, like a whole AI channel. Why? But yeah, no, Mossy, I definitely think it's more legalities than ethics, because they're definitely probably trying to like get ahead of it. Yeah. Kitsune North, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, props to everyone, at least in this aspect. At least, right? Props to the corporate overlords, at least in this aspect. But yeah, anyway. Sorry, what was I talking about before? I was complaining about work. Yeah, I was okay, goodbye, Boxagon. Goodbye, Boxagon. I hope you wake up. I feel so much less tired now, bros. I feel so much less tired now. Thank you, bros. Sorry, that was the sound of me licking you on the face because I'm so happy. Hey, bro, your face is kind of wetted. You got a little bit something on your cheek there. Yeah, what happened? AI should take over tedious things so people have time to be creative. Instead, we got the reverse. Basically, yeah. Basically. Butts! You're so true for this. You want to become a game dev too, but uni's kicking your ass? Do you think you could land a gig somewhere without a degree? That will be difficult. That will be difficult, Gary. That will be difficult. I'm gonna be real with you guys, Chiefs. I'm gonna be real with you, Chiefs. I never thought that I would actually be able to work in the game dev industry, because I heard that it's notoriously hard to get into, right? And also when you get into it, like, I hear that, you know, companies tend to be ass, and so I do feel a little bit lucky. But I will say one thing, right? If you're in uni and you want to do game dev in the future, you have to make games now. You have to make games now, right? Like, it doesn't matter what game you make. It doesn't matter how shitty the game is. You just need games on your resume. You just need games on your resume. You just gotta put it there. Like, I made this, I use this. I made this, I use this. Look at this thing. I made this thing. Isn't it neat? You know, and then a couple years down the line, like, you will never guess, but companies will look at that and they'll be like, oh, look at this funny little thing that guy made. We'll hire you. Like, published on Steam for free. It doesn't necessarily have to be free. Like, if you have a uni assignment, for example, to make like an application to do whatever, find an excuse to turn that into a game. Basically, find an excuse to use a game engine to make that. And it's sort of like how I did my thesis, right? My thesis technically wasn't a game, but I did it in a game engine. And so they saw that and they're like, game engine, we'll take it, right? Like, yeah. Thankfully, you have a couple years of mod development visible on your GitHub and the one game you made for me on Itch.io. Hooray! Not that you're applying to any jobs with... For your thesis, you made a very simple, dysfunctional game engine. Yeah, and you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Companies will look at that and go, ooh! Yeah. Kind of reminds you of the advice, you want to be a content creator, start creating content 15 years ago. Basically. You got a group mate who ended up being scouted in high school by a big company due to some code he accidentally left public on GitHub. Yeah, like you never realize like how much of the little stuff you spend like fucking around with can actually get you a career, right? But like, I say this not to be like, you must be stressed now and you must do things now. I say this more so like, do things that you are passionate about and it will always come out impressive. And those skills that you spend being passionate, all those years you spend being passionate about things, it is not useless, right? Your parents lied to you, okay? Gaming and doing your funny little scrungly scrimblies on the internet, that's not useless. It will translate into very real skills that you will be surprised by why hiring managers want them. Being scouted happened a lot in the game industry. I think so, yeah, I think so. Like, I'm allowed to say this, right? I'm allowed to say this, but like, I'm pretty sure before I got hired, a couple people got poached by like, in my department by like other game companies. So like, I think it's quite common. Also, don't be poached. I mean, not okay. Poached sounds scary, but it's more like they got approached. Yeah, they got approached to be like, hey, we saw this thing you do online, or we saw your GitHub and we saw your LinkedIn, and it says that you're doing game here, and you made game here. Gonna pay you more to do the same job. Can you work for us instead? And they're like, yippee! And then they leave, right? Yeah, they made an offer they can't refuse, basically. There's some selection bias here. You'll only hear people talk about random stuff that got people hired, not all the people who did random stuff and didn't. I thought that I would be one of those who did random stuff and don't get hired. Yeah, but, you know, game dev Game Dev Ivory is so unethically... Ah, yes, Game Dev Ivory. They harvest it from the mucus that game devs produce in their allergy-ridden rooms. You've almost been poached a couple times and you're a consultant. Unfortunately, your contract makes that very difficult. Man! You know, being poached is a good thing because it means that the people poaching you will treat you better. But yeah, anyway, so to those of you wondering how I've been finding my job, I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, it's fine, right? The job itself is fine. I just hate the commute, and I hate having to be in the office. I thought that I was fine with being an outside person, you know? I thought that I was an extrovert. I thought that, I'm just a bit of an extrovert that's a bit quirky and prefers to stay inside, but I love people. I love being around people. Yippee! You know what I found out? I hate people. I hate being around people. People suck. I hate being watched by people. I hate feeling like I'm visible. I hate having a physical form. I want to bark at everybody that walks by. You know, I used to get mad. When I walk home sometimes, there's a neighbor and he's got a dog. And every time I walk past that gate, that dog goes right? And I'll look at him and I'll be like, shut up, bro. I didn't even do anything. All I did was just exist in your space. But now I understand that dog. I understand that dog now. Because with so many people existing in my space, I want to go as well. I am now the dog that gets mad at people in my space. You love that. Yours and your couple doggos who never in a decade learned that you belong. Me at my co-workers. I will never learn that they belong in my space because they don't. If you don't mind being the weird girl at work, I should just bark at them. Okay, so, like, as you know, there is, like, a finance department, and there is also, like, HR, right? Right now, I am sitting, because I am a new hire, I have to sit with the HR and the finance people. And I have to wear business casual. There, however, is the dev basement. And that is where all the cool kids are. Because, look, they've got me sitting in like sitting in a collared shirt and pants that feel way too tight around my waist, and I just want to go ugh, and rip off the buttons and sort of like come in with my cargo shorts. Okay, I wanna wear a Hawaiian shirt, I wanna wear cargo shorts, I wanna wear sandals, and I wanna wear sunglasses, and I wanna walk in like I'm a senior dev that owns the place and holds up the entire continent with my pinky finger and never comes into the office maybe like once or twice a week. No, once or twice a year. And they can't fire me because I'm just that cool. I want to be that guy, you know? The plan is to escape to the dev basement as soon as possible. Comfy, cozy little box. Yes, the plan is to escape to the dev basement as soon as possible. Yes. Because, listen, I have an anime mug, okay? I have an anime mug. I have a Yuri Camp mug that was a gift from a very good friend of mine. And I brought that mug to work because it was the one little piece of home that I could have with me. And every time I look at Shimarin's face on the cup, I think, oh Shimarin, just a little bit more and we'll be out of here, Shimarin. And I drink coffee with her, okay? Anyway, so I was holding that mug, and when I visited the dev basement today, one of the people in the dev basement looked at it and said, "Oh, nice, Yuru Camp." And that's when I knew. I mean, I knew earlier, right? I knew earlier when I went to the dev basement and I saw they were all wearing cargo shorts and polo pants. I mean, polo shirts. And I'm like, oh, I need to escape to the dev basement. I have to go to the dev basement. I have to go to the dev basement. And I mean, like, I will end up in the dev basement because that's where they keep the VR headsets, you know. But right now, I'm stuck in the corporate office because I'm a new hire and they have to keep me locked in there. Okay, see you later, Fanthrax. Coyote Nightforge, good evening, welcome. Yeah, man, I won't be new forever, just take it one day at a time. Yeah, man. And the thing is, like, even the aircon in the dev basement is better. And the lighting in the dev basement isn't as like bright LED as it is in like the stupid corporate office. Like the brightness in the dev basement, it's tinted just a little bit warmer and it's just a little bit darker in the dev basement. And there's a couch in the dev basement. There's a couch in the dev basement. And as soon as I saw that couch, I was like, I'm gonna lie down on that couch. Mark my words, I will lie down on that couch, also God help me. Is there a fridge? No, there's no fridge. I have to go back up to the corporate office to get the fridge, but you know. Right? And so like today during a one of those like new hire induction programs, whatever, right? One of the HR ladies was like, oh, did you know, we're trying to up our diversity quota. Did you know we had this many women? Our women percentage was this many this other year, and now our women percentage is this many. We want to even it out to be 50-50. And then I was like, ugh. And when I was talking to one of the dudes in the dev basement about it today, right? I was like, and then I heard her say that, and I'm like, oh no, I'm a diversity hire. And then one of the older guys in the dev basement heard me say that, right? Heard me like lament about being a diversity hire, right? And then he walks over and he's like, no, you're not a diversity hire. I mean, look around you, okay? Everybody here is very diverse. Like, there is not a single person in this room who isn't weird or abnormal in some way, right? And I know he was hinting at we're all autistic as fuck. Right? But like in that moment, I felt very peaceful in that moment, you know. I felt very peaceful in that moment. I was like, oh, he's so cool. He straight up called me a weirdo. No, but the thing is like he's also a weirdo and he owns it, you know. He's also a weirdo and he owns it. How many women are there in the development basement? Including me, too. Which is, you know. Yeah, he is a wholesome guy, you know? Like, listen, like, on the first day, on my very first day, right, I had a Coke can. I had a Coke can and I was like looking for a bin for it. And then one of the guys sort of like, you know, meeting the new person, right, was like, oh, is that can empty? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I know where you can take it. And then he brings me around to this table. And there's just like a wall of empty soft drink cans. A wall of empty cans. Just a collection of them. One. Oh my god! It's just like me! I used to collect my empty cans as well! Oh my god! Wahoo! Right? And then I put the can there. And then I noticed something. There's monster cans among them. But there's only the white monster flavor. And I'm like, oh my god, Monster Can, it's you! Huh? That's such a coincidence, you know. I literally mentioned Monster Cans and then you show up. Anyway, so like there were only white monster cans. Were they loosely stacked? They were loosely stacked. I'll explain why they're loosely stacked in a bit, okay? Anyway, so like they were all stacked and they were like sort of like leaning against the wall, right? And so I noticed there were only white monster cans there. And so I was like, this is such a nice collection. But there's only the bad monster flavor here. There's only the bad monster flavor. And then I turn around. I turn around and the owner of the wall is like, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I like the worst flavor. It turns out this guy's the project lead on the project that I'm about to join, and he owns the wall. And those are his monster cans. One of the greatest sins, man. I meet my project lead. We're game devs. And my first impression was insulting a gamer's choice of energy drink. I feel like I've committed the greatest sin. Like I feel like this is I feel like somebody has like written like a gamer's Bible verse about this or something. That's normal banter until they challenge you one-on-one on COD. Yes, but like this guy's about to become my direct report. I'd better show up with the consistently most weird and out of left field drink cans for him. Okay, so like he doesn't actually collect them to like keep a collection, right? Because otherwise the entire room's gonna be full. Like this guy collects them really fast. So what he does is he waits for there to be 100 of them. And then he's got like it's actually really cute because he's got like this little like crate trolley. He's got this little crate trolley, and then when he's got 100 of them, he takes them and he gets them exchanged for the receipt, you know, because it's 10 cents a can, and so he gets a little receipt. Yeah, so you can get $10 exactly. Yeah. And so apparently everyone in the dev basement, they offer their empty cans to him. And I'm like, you know, in my heart of hearts, I was like, oh, he's so autistic. Oh, I feel kinship. Yeah. Just 200 more cans and we can have a pizza party energy. Yeah. Your life costs 10 cents. I'm so sorry. No. It's just to the government, okay? Just to the government. How many cans in a day can he drink? I mean, I haven't been around long enough to really find out. But yeah. Oh, guy's so autistic. Collecting cans for that is the best way to get rid of them. Unfortunately, the can collection places smell like piss and the floors are all sticky, so... Sticky with my piss. Oh, man. And so I hope that I can get moved to the dev basement. Actually, even better, I hope I get to be home forever. But yeah, I'm just in the transitionary period right now, and my supervisor basically told me that if I don't need to be in the office, like once everything's set up, that there's really no reason for me to be here. Yeah, so like there's really no reason for me to be there. The cool can collection's in the dev basement. Yeah, it's in the dev basement. Yeah. And that was on the first day, and like I chatted with my like specific dev team for a bit, and they brought up being MMO gamers, and one of the other guy that works there, like he plays MapleStory, and his Microsoft Teams status is like a little Carl emoji. Yeah, I am getting on well with the other devs. Yeah. And also, so they were talking about like, and as soon as we brought up like, you know, our own game dev projects, like one of the guys was like, oh yeah, do you have an itch.io page? And then as soon as I said, Immediately he was like, yeah, you wanna keep your online stuff private? Yeah, I get that. And then he immediately dropped it. Like, he immediately dropped it. And I'm like, oh, they understand. They understand what it's like to be an internet creature forced to be in the real world. They get it. They get it. They get it. Oh, it was so easy. They are the same. They are the same. I bet there's a furry in there. I bet there's a furry in there. I mean, in the dev basement, we got a VTuber. That's me. I bet there's a furry. We got a, you know, only other nerds understand internet privacy. They do. And the drone guy keeps wanting to add me on Steam. And I'm like, I really don't want to. You're curious, are game devs typically gamers themselves? You would be surprised, actually. Yeah, you would be surprised. It's different levels of gamer, right? It's different levels of gamer. So there is this one guy who is a streamer, but like he straight up told everybody that he's a streamer, but he's okay, let me tell you bros, right? They're like, oh, hey, you just started this job. What were you like? Did you just graduate? What did you do before? You know, and as you know, I spent an entire year unemployed, right? Basically, I spent an entire year streaming and being unemployed and working on Neg Nass projects, TM. And so I couldn't just say that I spent the entire year bumming around because I felt really self-conscious about that, right? So then I said, oh, you know, I just did lots of freelance programming projects for online content creators, you know, Twitch streamers and all that. And they're like, wow, that's so cool. What kinds of stuff did you do? And I'll be like, ugh! So then I said, oh, I wrote Discord bots and Twitch chat bots for people. And they were like, wow, so like, did Twitch employ you or something? And I was just like, please help me, please help me, please help me, please help me. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm really bad at lying, bros. I'm so bad at lying. I am so bad at lying, bros. So then I had to lie with a dip of the truth. Okay, I have to lie with a dip of the truth. I'm such a liar, bro. I'm such a freaking liar. So then I tell them, oh, well, no, it's freelance. So it's just like individual creators. It's just individual creators that I made stuff for, you know. And they're like, wow, that's so cool. Like, do you have a website, or like, did you like self-run business or whatever? And I'm like, well, it was more like, you know, I have this one friend who's a streamer. That friend is me, by the way. I have this one friend who's a streamer, and I made a chat thing for her once, and then, you know, she passed it on to her other streamer friends, and then all of them were like, wow, I want one too. And then she sent them my way, and then word just kind of spread like that, you know? Wow, thank you for the resub, Ghosting. Also, good morning, Victor. Yeah. And then they were all like, wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah. And then, without even mentioning it, one of the guys was like, yeah, are any of them VTubers? So what do I do? What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? And I say, yeah, actually they're all VTubers. Haha, haha, VTubers pay the most money for this kind of stuff, you know. Haha, haha, hee hee haha. And then he's like, haha, yeah. Haha, yeah. And then he asked me, oh, so like, did you do any of that like rigging stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I did do some of the rigging stuff as well. Yeah, it's really cool. And he's like, wow, you know, this is really cool. Like, the technology is so cool. And he said, And then, you know, he said, you know, I want to be a VTuber as well. And I'm like, oh, you do? You do? And the thing is, I had to throw in this, right? I had to be like, haha, like, yeah, I was doing this work for my friend, but like, I could never be a streamer myself, you know? I mean, look at me. I'm just too nervous. Like, I can't talk to people. Like, I'm having a hard time even just like talking to you right now, haha, you know? And then he hits me with the, yeah, I know, being a streamer is like super hard, you know? I used to be a streamer, and like, I was streaming to like 3 people, and like, I could barely keep up with the chat and play my game at the same time. It's like, it's so exhausting. And I'm like, haha, yeah, my brain doesn't, I would never be able to talk to that many people at once. I thought I was doing a really good job. And then he said something about like, yeah, you know, I want to get back into streaming. Like, maybe I'll just be like a PNG tuber or something. Cause like, you know, streaming without a camera, like streaming with my camera on, like, is just stressful, but also people want to have a face, you know. Yeah, he said 3 people are not being able to keep up with chat. Yeah. No, it was paraphrasing. It's paraphrasing. I promise you, I'm paraphrasing really badly. But I'm pretty sure I was very convincing. Okay, I was very convincing. Yeah. I was very convincing. Because I talked about all of the rigging stuff and the art stuff that artwork that I do for my friend, and I said like, yeah, basically she pays me a cut of her Twitch income, and basically like for the entire year, you know, because I was unemployed, like I got to like play around by being her tech guy, and all the tech is like super duper fun, and so like, you know, he sort of sympathized. He was like, wow, you know, she gets to be Twitch celebrity, and you're locked in the basement, haha, right? And I said, yeah, but it's pretty fun, you know? Because, you know, in her chat, I have an identity, and everyone's like, oh, the tech guy, oh, she did it again, oh, you know, and it's like really fun, but like, I get to be like the cool shadow wizard behind everything, and like, I can't deal with all that attention anyway. Yeah. Did I talk the same way IRL? No. I absolutely do not talk the same way IRL. You wanna hear what my real life work voice sounds like? You guys wanna hear my real life work voice? I don't wanna use my real life work voice. She gets to be a Twitch streamer and you're locked in the dev basement is very on the nose. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing, bros. I promise you. I speak very normal human. Don't tell my real voice, it's over. I mean, okay, let's do a simulation, shall we? Let's do a simulation. Yep. Good morning. Hi. Morning. Yeah. Haha. Yeah. Oh nah. I got your Teams message earlier, and yeah, I thought it was pretty great, pretty good. 6-7, haha. Gonna die. You drink, people? Wow, yeah, nah, yeah. That's just me uninterested, which I doubt I can actually keep up for long. It's just Neg Nasu but bored. Yeah. Is boring. The way I speak might be different, but my voice is recognizable if you're familiar with it. Well, I will make sure that they are never familiar with my voice. I will simply go non-verbal and bring a text-to-speech converter for my brain to work. Surgo! Good evening, welcome. It might just be the mic, but my voice is definitely recognizable if you heard it outside. Fuck! Anyway, I mean, I will just never bring up the VTuber stuff ever again. Oh, fuck! Wait, actually, It's Jova. Oh, it's actually Jova. Oh, it's actually Jova. Oh, it's actually Jova. If it's the then it's actually Jova. Oh, shit. Yeah, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Yeah, then it's actually Jova. Yeah. Because I do when I actually talk to people. Okay? Especially if they're explaining things to me. Like, how else am I supposed to tell them that I'm listening? Oh, God, no! Wah! I mean, like... No, I don't... Okay, look, I'm not a popular VTuber, okay? I'm not a popular VTuber. They will never find me. There are lots of Australian VTubers out there. They will never find me. They will never find me. Ik ben aan Auckland. Thank you for the follow. They're not gonna search the web for the streamer that goes Yeah, they're not gonna do that, so I'm fine, you know. The brain text-to-speech converter is gonna spew out my entire online identity while I'm screaming internally, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it! They might follow someone that raids into me. They don't seem like the type that watch stream. Oh, actually... I'm pretty sensible, you know. I'm pretty sensible. If only there wasn't a clip of me that's going for 69 minutes, I'll be fine! Listen! We just said, right? We literally just said that these people respect online privacy, okay? And they're all nerds, okay? I think it's rude. Okay? I think it is a rude thing to look up somebody's secret online identity, to try to find it, okay? Listen, one of the people that I play Magic the Gathering with, he is a video essayist. I know his video essay channel, okay? And he has like way more subscribers than me, alright? He has like thousands more subscribers than me. Tens of thousands more subscribers than me, even, right? I will not tell you about his channel, but I have never clicked on any one of his videos. I have never clicked on any one of his videos. I have not watched a single one of his videos out of respect for him. I have stayed away from his community. Was I curious? Yes. But he is a guy that I play Magic with, and I shan't breach that line, okay? Because I know our online communities are our business. And I think everybody should uphold that code of ethics. One day one of them will bring a Negpal plushie in to work with him as a mascot. I will kill him. That will be the day that I dox myself. Because that will be the day that I get arrested for killing a man. And then you will know, if a man in a game dev company in Australia gets murdered and the culprit is a girl wearing a bucket hat, that is how you know I would have murdered him. Imagine if they don't know though. Oh, how could they not know? Probably won't let me keep the hat for my mugshot. They peeled me, bro. They peeled me off my hat. Yeah. How about I wear a bucket hat to work too? No, only after I leave the office building. Because they don't let me wear the hat inside. But like, okay, this is gonna sound so neurodivergent of me, bro. Like, this is gonna make me sound like such a internet neurodivergent quirky person. But like, I feel uncomfortable without my hat. I feel like if I don't have my hat on, I've been peeled, you know? You know, like when, it's like they took away my wolf ears, they took away my tail. Like, I've been peeled. Like, I can't, I feel uncomfortable. My head feels too naked. My head feels too flat, even. I look in the mirror and my silhouette is wrong. Like, I get like some sort of like a body dysmorphia from it. You know? Hiding bald spot. No! I don't have a bald spot! My hair is fine! I don't have a bald spot. My hair is fine. I'm a Toho character, basically. Oh, that was my mom yelling at me to tell me to go to sleep. That was my mom telling me to go to sleep. Because I have work tomorrow, but I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow, bros. It's just so sad. It's just so sad. I don't want to work. I don't want to do. Maybe, hey. Hey, maybe if I'm really quiet, my mom will stop screaming at me, right? Yeah, I'm working from home tomorrow. Yeah, but actually, the work I'm doing at home tomorrow is basically setting up my dev environment and basically like doing a lot of setup stuff and filling in lots of forms. When do I need to be up? I mean, here's the thing about this company, right? Here's the thing. As long as I am on the clock for at least 7.6 hours, I have that logged. Doesn't matter what time I sign in to work. Only matters what time I sign out. Yeah, maybe if I silence the warnings, then everything will be okay. But I've only been here for an hour and a half though, but I missed everyone. Nah, I'm not an engineer. I'm a game dev. I'm allowed to work. I'm allowed to be like this. Do it all again tomorrow, then Friday might be a bit easier, then I have the whole weekend to relax and stream and be myself. That is true. That is true. But like, I won't be able to get to sleep now though. Man. All the adrenaline of being around everyone again is making me happy. Like, I thought that I was gonna be dead and upset and unhappy and for the rest of the night. But now I'm not, you know. I'm not. Am I still keeping up MTG? I might have to... I might have to make MTG a bi-weekly thing if this keeps up. I did cry it all out a bit earlier, yeah. Why are all the engineers either furry, femboys, they have some kind of neurodiversity, all of the above together? Hey man, listen, I'm not a furry. I do wear a fursuit, technically, on the internet though. I'm not a femboy either. I'm kind of like the reverse of that. Actually, I'm specifically a bait femboy. You think it's a femboy, but it's actually a girl. Yeah, a boy femme. Yeah, I'm a boy femme. I'm a boy woman. And yeah, I do have the ADHD. Yeah. And the autism. Yeah. But I love you. I don't want to leave. You definitely didn't click on my stream because you mistook me as a memboy. I need rest. I do. I'm not leaving, I'm just taking a short break. This is tomorrow and the weekend. You are away for a bit managing a factory on an alien planet. Understandable. Enjoy your Factorio. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Okay, there will be other streams. You pumice ball. Anytime I save today is lost tomorrow. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, huh? Hey, actually, remember how I asked whether being a Weiji will make me more serious and turn me into like a serious being? Will it make me more normal and boring, or will it turn me even more unhinged? I feel like it turned me more unhinged. It turned me more unhinged. No, Mr. Business. When it drains me, I will become a different kind of unhinged. I become angry unhinged. Angry. Like, it makes me scared though, because when I become angry unhinged, it makes me become mean to people. Like, I yelled at someone for telling me to wake up, and I feel a little bit bad about that. I probably shouldn't have yelled at him. I hope he took it well though. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also I have to say, this is something that I neglected to mention. This is something that I neglected to mention at the very start. But I haven't been taking my ADHD meds for the past 3 days because I kept forgetting to bring it to the office because I have to have it with food, right? So maybe I keep forgetting to bring it to the office. No, but I have been taking my antidepressants, so it's fine. So I'm fine. Like, the thing with ADHD meds is that, like, if you miss a day or like if you miss 2 days, it actually doesn't have any adverse effects. Like, sometimes my psychiatrist tells me, like, hey, some days, you know what, if you don't feel like taking the meds, you don't have to. If you don't have lots of work to do, you don't have to, right? And so, like, it's actually not important to, you know, keep it consistent, but so like physically there are no bad side effects. And I just forgot to bring them to work. I didn't bring this up because I thought it was embarrassing. Yeah, make plans on how to reduce chances of that happening. Maybe I'll keep a little baggie in my work bag. Sometimes you do wonder how I feed myself. Oh, genuinely though. Like, I've missed my bus stop several times this week. Several times. Should we ping me? Hey guys, if you're not in my Discord yet, please join my Discord and please ping me every day to bring my meds. Depends on person to person. You can definitely tell if you don't take meds that day. You know, on the contrary, I feel like not taking my meds kind of made me a little bit better at the social thing, you know? Yeah, me not taking my meds kind of like is a little bit better for the social things because they get who I am right off the bat, you know? Actually, no, I'm still masking. See, like, even that little bit of masking, even though I'm around other neurodivergent people, the fact that they are strangers and not neg pals, it makes me uncomfortable. I want to, like, rip off my skin and walk around as, like, a muscle person. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, muscle and bones. When you have to sit through long monotonous training sessions or crying focus for a long period, that's when I decide not to take my ADHD. I didn't decide this. It was decided for me. By myself. On accident. Oh yeah. Okay, bros. Please make an active effort to remember all of my medication for tomorrow and the next day. Okay. In other news, so you know how the company is attempting to be diverse now, right? There's one good thing about work. They give you free sanitary pads in the women's bathroom. There's like a little box of them, and it's just there. You can just grab them if you need them. And honestly, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that is based. Oh, that is so based. Wait, that's normal? Wait, that's normal? Oh. I didn't know that was normal. Oh, then pee poo fart period then, I guess. Can I take some pills and leave them a few days worth at my desk? Unfortunately, there are no desks. There are no set desks. It's a free-for-all battle royale. Yeah. It's a free-for-all battle royale. Like, you get there, you claim a desk, and it is yours as long as you have your eyes on it. If you take your eyes off it, it's not yours anymore. is free-for-all. Pee poo fart and period. Yeah. There's lots. Did they at least give you a locker or something? Nope, they did not. Is it like that even in the basement? Yeah, it is like that even in the basement. It really is. Like, I'm pretty sure because a lot of people are like hybrid work from home, work from office. I'm pretty sure like there's these two guys that share a desk because on day one when I was in, Guy A was in that desk. Day 2, Guy B was in that desk. Today when I went in, Guy A was back in that desk. So I feel like they've got like a system. Your job has very few women in it, and there's a box of them on a shelf and under one in the sink. My previous job didn't have that at all. My dad wants me to sleep as well. Everyone wants me to sleep. Everybody in this house wants me to go to sleep. I am being watched by the sleep police. But I don't want to sleep though, I want to stream. This is the most awake I've felt all week, bro. This is the most awake that I've felt all week. How dare you? Are you saying that you don't like it when I feel awake? You're like, wah, Neg nass, you're too conscious. Wah, 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 go be unconscious. Wah. Am I feeling eepy? Only a little bit. Okay. Well, if you're going to sleep, then I'm also going to sleep. Wah, go to sleep. Wah. Okay, fine. Wah. I'm going to have to reserve some of this awake to rational. I know, you care about me. I know, I'm not guilting you for it. I know, I'm just busting your balls because I just don't want to leave, okay? Because I missed you all, and this is my favorite place in the whole wide world. And I've been separated from you for so long, and now I'm gonna bust your balls. Consider your balls busted. Someone told you to take a shower today, but you had 5 minutes left. You're 72 hours, 200. Go take a shower! You're shitting yourself! I'll be back tomorrow. If I don't go to sleep, I might never be able to again. You're gonna send a hitman after me if I don't sleep? Yeah, the neck pals with no balls. Consider your ovaries busted. Slice. That's the sound of me scrambling your eggs and having them for breakfast. Okay. My mom just yelled at me again. I think it's time for me to sleep. I feel like I'm in high school again. Wait, this is really similar to how I felt in high school, actually. Yeah, it's really similar to how I felt in high school. Like, whispering and hiding from my parents. You're right. Yeah, fine. I'll be back tomorrow. I promise. I will sleep. They know I'm whispering. Fuck. Alright. It's because the light in my room is still on. Okay. Good night. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. I hope you guys had fun though, even though today was just mostly me complaining and crying about how boring the work is. I'll see you guys. Bye. Wait, where's the ending screen? There it is. Yeah. Whoa, why is it so empty? Oh, there it is. Nighty night. Alright, who do we raid? Who will we raid? Who will we raid? Let's mute this Twitch tab for now. And let's go raid into I literally cannot stay. I literally cannot stay to talk after this, so it'll be awkward if I raid someone that I must talk to. So let's raid Arundel. They're playing Yap Yap. What's that? Is that I'm Yap Yap? Good night, Rose. As us.